Do you find it challenging when your test cases break because a page loads slowly, a button moves around, or a pop-up blocks your flow? Are you spending too much time fixing tests every time the website changes, dealing with login pop-ups, drop-downs that don't behave, or hidden elements that are hard to click? What if automating web tasks was as simple as record, edit, and run? Your no-code journey begins now. Welcome to Testing the Internet, a 29-video series where we walk you through real web testing challenges and show you simple, no-code solutions using Leapwork. Each video covers one common scenario you're likely to face and how to handle it smoothly and confidently. We'll be using real examples primarily from the internet.herokuapp.com to walk through each challenge step by step. You'll see how to solve them without writing code. In each video, you will learn about the blocks and features being used along the way. The related resources are shown at the end. By the end of the series, web automation will be super easy for you. In this first video, you'll learn how to handle one of the most common, and often tricky, scenarios in web automation: basic authentication. Does your test stop working as soon as a login pop-up shows up? You type in the correct URL, expecting the test to run. But instead, a small window pops up asking for a username and password, and nothing happens after that. The test just gets stuck, fails, or skips the whole part. This kind of issue is really common when you're testing secure websites, like admin panels, internal tools, or staging environments. And the problem is, most automation tools can't handle these pop-ups because they come from the browser itself, not the web page. That's where Leapwork makes things easy. To show you how, let's look at a simple example. This is the test case for basic auth. Let's walk through the scenario. We'll create an automation flow that enters the username and password, clicks sign in, and checks for the success message to confirm the login. Let's get started and build the flow. First, we'll start with the Start Recorder. Start Recorder in Leapwork captures your actions and builds automation for you. Let's click on it. And yes, the recording begins. Next, we click the plus sign to open the list of blocks and select Start Web Browser to launch the browser and open our test page. We'll enter the URL for the basic auth test and hit Start. Once the page loads, we'll save and close the recorder. We're not recording the pop-up itself because, for these kinds of login prompts, Leapwork gives us a cleaner way to handle them with built-in blocks. You might have run into this kind of issue before. Now it's time to see just how smoothly Leapwork can take care of it. Let's move on and build the flow further. Now we need to add the username and password for the login. Instead of typing them into a pop-up, we'll include them directly in the website address. To do this, we add the username, then a colon, the password, and then an @ symbol right before the domain name. This way, the login happens automatically when the page loads. To do this, we will add token field in the URL. Let's expand the block and click Add Field. The token field is used to securely pass credentials when making API requests. And now, we'll use a setText web block to pass the credentials to this field. The setText block is used to input text into fields, but in this case, we're using it creatively to build the full URL with credentials. We'll rename it to user_ID:password and enter admin:admin as the text value. Now, let's add field 1 in the web address before domain name followed by @ symbol. Let's run the flow up to this point. Simply right-click and select Run Flow to here. Flow is successfully executed till auth step, and if we check the test case page, we can see a confirmation message showing that the login worked. Now we'll use the Start Recorder to capture this message. Simply click on Cancel and then Edit button, and let's continue with recording the next steps. Capture the success message. We'll select the Find Web Element block. This block helps locate specific content on a web page so we can validate it. All steps have been captured. Now we will simply save and close the recorder. Let's make the search dynamic. Right-click and select Edit Web Element. To locate congratulations in the message, We'll select the second strategy since it contains "Congratulations," perfect for our check. Click Save, and Leapwork will now look for the success message using this strategy. If the word is found, the test case will pass. The next step is to connect Pass Block. The Pass Block marks the test as successful when everything works right. Our flow is ready to be executed. It's time to see the automation in action. Let's click the Run button. It starts the flow and shows everything step by step. And there it is. Test passed. Login successful. As we can see in the activity log, a detailed timeline that shows each step of the test. The credentials were set, the browser launched, the URL loaded with the login, the success message was found, and the test passed. And that's how easily you can automate basic authentication with Leapwork. No coding, no complexity, just a few clear steps to create fast, hassle-free automation. Let's quickly recap the steps we took to automate the basic auth scenario. At first, we added the login credentials to the URL using the set text block. Then we ran the flow to test the login. After that, we captured the success message using the recorder. Next, we used the strategy editor to search for the word "Congratulations." We then connected a pass block to mark the test as successful. Finally, we ran the full flow. And that's it. Our basic auth automation is all set and successfully completed. What you learned. In this video, you discovered how to handle basic authentication by passing credentials through token fields and validate login in just a few steps. Give this exercise a try yourself and see how much faster your automation can be. Moreover, to keep learning or if you ever feel stuck, explore our documentation, knowledge base, and reach out to support if needed. The answers are just a click away. Thank you for staying with us and see you in the next automation journey.